What is up, guys? Eric here from Real Film Reviews, bringing you another movie review, this time for the new Josh Duhamel film, Love, Simon. Love, Simon is directed by Greg Berlanti, stars Nick Robinson, Josh Duhamel, and Jennifer Garner. Love, Simon tells the story of a 17-year-old guy who is gay, but no one knows. His family, his friends, no one knows that he is. But when he begins an anonymous email exchange with another guy from his school who has anonymously admitted to being gay, he begins to form a relationship with him. But of course, as in every high school film, some crazy drama begins to happen, and everything sort of spirals out of Simon's control. The thing that impressed me the most about this film was how real it all feels. It feels like such a realistic depiction of modern high school and how people feel, how you are unsure of everything that you do. You're not very confident, you don't know who you are as a person yet, but you're trying to find that about yourself. And I think it's extremely impressive that they were able to do that with multiple characters. It wasn't just the lead that had that feeling. You were able to portray that throughout the film with other friends that he has in high school, and I thought that was absolutely amazing. And I have to give massive props to the script of this film, because that's such a hard thing to do. It's so hard to take something, especially high school, and make it feel real. All the performances in the film are really great. Jennifer Garner and Josh Duhamel kind of stick out to me because they play Simon's parents in the movie, and I honestly loved them in this film, both of them. I thought both of them did such a good job, especially Josh Duhamel, who knocks it out of the park in this film, and I thought he was so good. And then Nick Robinson, who plays Simon, the title character, is phenomenal. He hasn't been in a lot of things, but he is so amazing in this movie. The performance he gives, he captures every emotion that he has to have, the sadness, the fear, the anger, everything. He captures it absolutely perfectly, and I think they casted this phenomenally, and I don't think you could have asked for a better performance in that role. The film is also really funny. I didn't go into this expecting to laugh as much as I was, but I was laughing consistently and hard. All of the jokes were hitting their marks. There weren't very many that just missed. Almost all of them hit exactly where they were supposed to, and they got the laugh from the crowd that they needed. Because I know that capturing humor of sort of the modern era is hard, because people my age, us millennials, as everyone loves to call us, sort of have an odd sense of humor to the older crowd. But I think this film had a perfect mishmash of that, because I was in a crowd of people that were mixed. It wasn't just young people, it was young and old, and everyone seemed to really love that. And then Greg Berlanti honestly did a really good job directing this movie. This could have been an extremely simple by-the-books film, and he really captured some interesting things with the way he directed it, and I really liked sort of the pacing that he did in the direction and the editing, because it all looked very fast-paced at times, but then he would slow it down, and the fact that he was able to utilize the editing and the direction of the film to portray the pace is something that rarely is done in films that can be shot as basic as Love, Simon could have been shot. And like I said earlier, all of the cast does a great job. This is honestly a magnificent ensemble cast for a film. All of his friends do amazing, the parents do amazing, the characters at the school, like the vice principal, do a great job. I really think that this movie did everything that it needed to do to portray its message in a wonderful way. It really is just an extremely beautiful film about love and figuring out who you are and not being afraid to tell the world who you are. And I think that that's such an accurate way to depict how most people, when they're at the end of high school, feel. Because you're trying to figure out who you are as a person, and you want the world to know, but you're still figuring it out. My only issues with the film revolve around plot holes that are never really explained. They revolve around very big aspects of the film, so I don't want to talk about them and don't want to spoil anything. But there's certain things that go unexplained early on in the film that it feels like you could have easily included just something, anything at all, to make it so it didn't feel like it was just sort of pushing in this direction because it had to, and you could have included something to tweak it so it didn't feel like you were just sort of moving past a plot hole. And the other issue I had is sort of the villain of the film. I put it in quotes because it's kind of hard to say someone's a villain in this movie, but his storyline feels sort of unrealistic and overdone at times, but then at other moments I felt like it was very understandable and real. So he kind of felt very mixed to me. I had mixed feelings on whether I liked him or disliked him in terms of the way he's written in the film as being a realistic character when everyone else feels so real. It's not a huge issue, it was just a small thing that kind of bugged me. I'm gonna give Love, Simon an A-. This is an absolutely wonderful film, and I really loved it. I think everyone should go see this movie. And if you're still iffy on it, the last thing I will say is that this is the only movie I have ever been in, and I have been to a lot of movies in my life, that was not a big budget action film that got an ovation from the crowd. That is not something that you can easily just look past. The fact that a film like Love, Simon received an ovation from a crowd in a movie theater is absolutely amazing, and everyone should go see this movie. Well guys, as always, I'm Eric. If you enjoyed this review, please do like, subscribe, comment down below what you thought of Love, Simon, share everything we do here on Real Film Reviews, and I hope to see you guys later.